So we are going to start with the unit 3, topic 2, traditional values and its impact on the business environment. Then in this chapter, we will discuss about the introduction of traditional values in business, main issues in ethics, ethical issues in business ethics, and comparative values and profiles of different countries in the business, some of ethical Vedantic principle as applied to modern business, and some other uh, issues which are to be incorporated in this chapter. So starting with the value system, what are the traditional value? The value system in societies differ considerably because the value system are built through countries, such as you can take the example of Japanese and Chinese ethical values, which differ considerably to Indian value system. So then in this way, we can have we can identify the main issues in ethics, which are number one, the academic discipline of business ethics requires approval and support of industry in those countries where these ethics are applicable. And second is the equal treatment of technical and human resource in management, such as in Japanese human resource is given more weightage. In Japani culture, I have told many times, in Japani culture, human resource is given more weightage. Uh, it does not mean that Indian culture does not give the weightage to human resource, but in comparison of Indian and Japanese culture gives more weightage to the human resource, because there is the lifetime job security is applicable, while in India job security is up to you. If you get the job, there is a time limit, is you can get the job up to 60 year. If up to some in sector you can get the job for 65 year, but there is a time limit in Indian system. But in Japanese culture there is a lifetime job security which is applicable in corporate sector as well. So in Japanese, human resource is given more weightage. Social justice and efficiency should go hand in hand. In Japan, ethical management already in place since last 2 decades with emergence of large business houses and multinational corporations. In China, the importance of business ethics is felt and being practiced under the condition of contemporary market economy. In Japanese, consumers are more willing to support business that were identified as social, more responsible than Chinese. Chinese, while as Chinese value economic aspect of business organization, whereas Japanese considered more about business conforming to legal and ethical standard. The culture has profound base on ethical management in each country. So we can have a comparison between different cultures, such as US culture and Indian culture and Japanese culture. We will have the comparison between these three countries, such as in US culture, individual can influence future, but in Indian culture, life is pre-planned and human action is predetermined. While as in Japanese culture, there is a groupism. Groupism is given the more weightage in Japanese culture. US culture says that I can change work to achieve objective commitment to organizations. While in Indian culture says that I need to adjust human action is predetermined. Uh, Japanese culture is has the homogeneity in these work cultures. Uh, US culture says data-based decisions and they are healthy. While in Indian culture, decisions flow from the experience and wisdom of authorities. While in Japanese culture, there is a Confucian ethics. In US culture, I can disagree without being disagreeable. While in Indian culture, deference to age and seniority suppression of negative feelings. If you are senior, then juniors has to obey and follow your decisions and your suggestions. While in Japanese culture, high educational levels get high uh, status and low educational levels get low status. So decisions are mostly taken by high educational levels. Fifth is in US culture, Protestant ethics are basically followed, while in Indian culture, joint family and authoritarian values are followed, while in Japanese culture, societal values are followed. Uh, so in US culture, authentic collaboration is there, while in Indian culture, there is a self-realization of the values. So this is in this way we can say that in Japanese culture, loyalty of employee all through their lifetime is there. National service through industry and hard work is there. Struggle for betterment is adjustment and assimilation is there. Country and humanity gratitude are there. While in American uh, culture, we can sum up that there is a belief in the West. All employees are important. Informality is there. Protestant ethics are there. Go into details. Critical mind contributors are there. Importance to physical and economic growth is followed. While in Indian value system, India has a place of pride in strong ethical ways. It needs to be rekindled by proper education to our young and budding managers. Indian ethico-moral discussions go back to 3.5 millennia when Ved specified the ground rules of human existence in living. The ethical discussions and teaching continued all through Indian history, though India was ruled by different emperors and foreign rulers. The Upanishad, Puran, Smrit continued the traditions. The values were put for popular use in great epics of Mahabharata and Ramayana. Bhagavad Gita puts ethics in a clear and concise way. The epic give human dilemma in every walk of life and attach importance to value in dealing all such issues such as Kautilya Arsas, Vishnu Sharma's Panchtantra, Hitopdesh, Niti Shastra, Katha Sagar, Niti Shatak, Somdev Niti Sutra, and many more works stress Indian ethos in different ways. Perhaps to attract readers, these works were in story form, colorful and poetic, giving an unparalleled practice ethical values in them. The current ethical behavior of Indian is an intimate mix of good texture of values taken from Vedantic, Jain, Buddhist, Sikh, Sufi traditions. In recent past, we have also added Western values in our Indian culture as well. About 2.5 million years ago, the roots of Western ethical values started in Greece from Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle. At about the same time, Chinese go ethical base in Confucius. The Vedantic ethical values are spiritual, sacred, and simple. The entire value system is put a dharma or rightness in all what one does. So we can discuss the some ethical Vedantic principle as applied to modern business one by one. For example, one uh, first is to treat people decently, respect all stakeholders' opinions, background, privacy, dignity, and desire to grow. Second is all people are having ego and selfish nature. So respect diversity. Third is companies or business is created to serve people and all stakeholders. So respect them. Some are more intelligent and powerful but protect the weak. So it is necessary to protect the weaker section of the society as well as in the business. Fifth is Look inside sitting alone and think, is it right? Is it fair? Will it to go to good to all? Whatever you are going to do, you have to think all these questions before going to take any step towards any work in the society or in the world. So when you will think all these questions, your decisions always will be very good, and I hope it will be right, and it will have the value system as well. Six is be good, do good as many and as much. This is the basic, this will create the basic harmony in the society, and it is the base of the society for the goodness and wellness. And seventh is the Mahabharat sum up importance of ethical behavior. So ethical behavior is important for a man. When a man goes down in ethical values, he will have no use of his money or his relatives, and he has no reason to live. As this is the uh, sum up of the Mahabharat. Mahabharat was the result that the no ethical values were followed by even Kaurav uh, in giving the part to the Pandavas, and basically the ethical values were deteriorated by the Duryodhan and his followers. As noted above, ethics was and is a traditional subject in India. Vedantic ethics had a spiritual approach which is summed up in its entire what you do not wish unto you do not do it to others. Business ethics is a new branch of study giving ethics plus business combination in decision making process in industry and commerce. Indian ethos was introduced in daily work of life for everyone by various methods. Religious teachings, listening to Puran, Katha, Bhajan, Puja, Yajas, and like are some examples where these remind time and again the essence of ethical behavior in a society. Over the centuries, many of these became mechanical and ritualistic and lost the ethical touch in them. Uh, I will give an example of the Ashok Emperor Ashoka, the ethical standards set. How he set the ethical standards. Emperor Ashok is considered as one of the greatest rulers of his time, ordered inscribing of ethics and rocks in many places in his kingdom as far as Afghanistan in the west to Bangladesh in the east and part of Andhra Pradesh in the south. Grinar, the first kingdom in Gujarat, is today known as Junagadh. Ashok ordered 14 of his uh, edicts on the rocks after the Kalinga War. The Girnar Forest Stone Edict, which can be read even today, speaks about the values propagated by the Emperor Ashok. It speaks about non-violence, coexistence of different religion, and irrigation schemes. The inscription and inscriptions are in Brahmi script in Pali language. In the edict, it says, it is easy to indulge in sinful acts, but difficult to do good to others. But I have done so much welfare activity and hope that my sons and grandchildren will keep up the same traditions. This is what has been written by Emperor Ashok in his edicts. Some of important ethical lessons are foundation for a healthy business is sound moral and ethics, for managers to be good decision makers and to stand up to temptation and pressure. He should have his own peace of mind, strength of will, and ethics. Selfishness and greed are source of evil that reduce ethical standards in a organization. Ethical levels should be built up from top down to curb lies, hurting, cheating, or unethical acts. So, coming on the Indian values, Indian culture is much diversified because of varieties of customs, beliefs, and many gods. It is difficult to find single culture at one place. Hinduism has much type of worship and festivals. In tradition, India has Vedantic, Buddhist, Jain, and Sikh traditions. India has also welcomed and absorbed good ethical lessons from Christians, Islamic, and Parsi religions. The culture has enriched with diversity of outsiders. It is now a unity in diversity. So we will discuss the some important Vedantic values in Indian society which are valid even today. First is showing respect to elders, especially teachers, not showing emotions outward. God fears in all walk of life. In any function, puja or offering to God is made first before the work begins. Marriage is made in heaven and is considered lifelong bond. Some consider it as bond even after death. And fifth is in Indian household look Western. There are our outward looks where the Vedantic culture flew in heart and action. Similarly, Indian ethos had many changes when foreigners ruled India for many centuries, but Vedantic identity and ethos remained intact. So, Indian contributed immensely in teaching ethical lessons to outside world with its classical books. The ethical thought process in Vedantic ethos starts with Vedas, Upanishad, Smrit, and Puran. They were told in many ways which with day-to-day life in epic Ramayana, Mahabharata, and Gita. The ethical values were told in story form in Panchatat, Hitopadesh, Katha Sarit Sagar, भोज प्रबंध चाणक्य नीति श्रुति सूक्ति मुक्ति वली नीति शास्त्र नीति शतक एंड मनुस्मृत. So in Indian Vedantic system, personality type have been suggested based on set of attributes. The classifications are Daivi are good attributes give Sattva type of personality. Rajas personality shows an angry and always busy type of personality. While Tamas is always thinking negative, doing such harmful works. Then there is three type of personality: Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. Sattva is known as Daivi, Rajas is known as the angry, and Tamas is harmful work. This classification of three types of personality shows here under, here under the attribute of each type. Sat is truthfulness, purity, forgiveness, compassion, cooperation, honesty, and renunciation, patience, and poise. While Rajas is jealousy, dynamism, envy, rudeness, backbiting, anger, cruelty, greed, and vanity. While Tamas is lust, dizziness, drowsiness, imagined enjoyment, procrastination, procrastination, actionless dreaming, postponing habit, indulgence, thinking ill of others, and actionless rajas. The teaching of these scriptures can be put briefly: purity and integrity, truthfulness, compassion, forgiveness, honesty in business and daily dealings, cooperation, patience, sacrifice, help needy and privileged, love the neighbor, treat others the way like to be treated, respect and dignity to others, equality and environmental concerns. These were the main theme of today's lecture. So I hope you have all enjoyed this lecture. In the next topic, we will discuss the different theme. Thank you very much for today's lecture.